Speaking Task 1. You will be asked a question about a familiar topic. You will then have 15 seconds to prepare your response, and 45 seconds to speak.
Do you prefer indoor activities or outdoor ones during your free time? Use specific details and examples in your response.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
I personally prefer outdoor activities during my free time. Being outside allows me to enjoy nature and breathe in fresh air, which makes me feel relaxed and refreshed. For instance, I love going for a walk in the park or hiking in the mountains. It helps me to relieve stress and stay physically healthy. Besides, outdoor activities give me the chance to socialize and spend time with my friends or family. We often have picnics or play outdoor games together, which strengthens our bonds. Moreover, engaging in outdoor activities enables me to explore new places and discover beautiful landscapes. Overall, outdoor activities provide me with a sense of adventure and happiness.
Speaking Task 2. You will read a short paragraph and then listen to a conversation between two people. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the conversation between two people.
Isn't it amazing that they're doing this?
I'm not a part of any student club, so I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, I think it's quite awesome. I'm a member of 3 student clubs. I'm a member of the Gaming, International, Business, and Chess Club. These clubs would have meetings at different places. And I think it's great that from now on, we will all be meeting up at the same place. It makes things so much easier.
I guess that's great for you guys that are already part of the clubs. But I don't see that this will change the number of people that want to join you guys. I mean, this doesn't attract me at all, even now.
I guess that you're just somebody who is not interested in the clubs. But there are many who are curious, but just don't know how to get any info about them. And I think that having this building will give them a place where they should come and ask around.
I guess you're right. I actually know plenty of people who might be interested in what you guys are doing.
You should tell them to come join us. It doesn't belong to my clubs, but to all clubs.
Okay.
What does the male student think about the building that was given to the student clubs?
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
The male student thinks that the building being given to the student clubs is quite awesome. He is a member of multiple student clubs and he believes that it will be great to have all the club meetings in one central location. He thinks that this will make things much easier. Even though the female student is not interested in the clubs and doesn't think this will attract more people, the male student believes that many people who are curious about the clubs just don't know how to get information about them. He thinks that having this building dedicated to student clubs will provide a place where people can come and ask for information. In the end, the male student suggests that the female student should also tell people who might be interested to come and join the clubs.
Speaking Task 3. You will read a short paragraph about an academic topic, then listen to a lecture about it. You will have 50 seconds to read the paragraph. After, you will get a question about what you read and heard. You will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. You have 50 seconds to read. Start reading after the beep. Now listen to the lecture.
One great way in which genomics has helped us is by allowing us to peer into the evolution of species. By examining this information, we can understand how a species has changed over time. By comparing the genomes of different species, we can see exactly what changed. We have to use other things as well, such as fossils, as well as understanding the environments in which these organisms lived. But without understanding the genetic material, we wouldn't be able to get a clear picture. Besides helping us understand our past, genomics helps us better our present and future. With the sequencing of the human genome, we can better understand the needs of our bodies. This allows us to provide individual healthcare based on specific genetic makeup that the one individual could have. Not only does this allow the healthcare system to conserve resources, but it also allows patients to have better quality of life, without there being need for any intrusive tests. Genomics has the potential to change our lives completely. We certainly should pay close attention to it in the future.
What are the benefits of genomics that the professor talks about? Use points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
In the lecture, the professor discusses the benefits of genomics. One benefit is that genomics helps us understand how species have evolved over time. By comparing the genomes of different species, we can see the changes that have occurred. For example, by comparing the genomes of humans and chimpanzees, we can see the genetic differences that have led to our distinct characteristics. Another benefit is that genomics allows us to better understand our own genetic makeup. With the sequencing of the human genome, we can understand the specific genetic needs of each individual. This allows for personalized healthcare, which can improve the quality of life for patients without the need for invasive tests. Overall, genomics has the potential to greatly impact our lives and should be closely studied in the future.
You will listen to a lecture about an academic topic. After, you will get a question about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare your response and then 60 seconds to give it. Now listen to the lecture.
Today we'll talk about the hippocampus's role in memory. The hippocampus is a part of the brain that is located in the medial temporal lobe and is responsible for a variety of functions, such as memory formation and consolidation. Memory encoding is the process of converting data so that it can be stored in memory. This procedure consists of several stages, including sensory processing, attention, and consolidation. The hippocampus is especially important during the consolidation stage, when it converts short-term memories into long-term memories. This process entails the strengthening of neural connections between different parts of the brain, allowing for easier retrieval of information in the future. According to research, the hippocampus is involved in the encoding of memories that are spatially or temporally related. When navigating through a new environment, for example, the hippocampus is activated as spatial information is encoded. Similarly, the hippocampus is activated when learning a new sequence of events because temporal information is encoded. Memory retrieval is the process of gaining access to previously stored memories. The hippocampus plays a role in this process as well, though it is more complex than in memory encoding. According to one theory, the hippocampus functions as a relational database, allowing us to retrieve memories by connecting disparate pieces of information. Studies show that when we retrieve memories involving multiple pieces of information, such as a person's name, appearance, and occupation, the hippocampus is activated.
According to the professor, in which brain processes is the hippocampus involved? Include points and examples from the lecture.
Prepare your response after the beep. Start speaking after the beep.
According to the lecture, the hippocampus is involved in two important brain processes, memory encoding and memory retrieval. During memory encoding, the hippocampus helps convert short-term memories into long-term memories. It does this by strengthening connections between different parts of the brain, making it easier to remember information in the future. For example, when navigating through a new environment, the hippocampus is activated to encode spatial information. Similarly, when learning a new sequence of events, the hippocampus is activated to encode temporal information. During memory retrieval, the hippocampus plays a role in connecting different pieces of information. For instance, when we retrieve a memory involving a person's name, appearance, and occupation, the hippocampus is activated as a relational database, allowing us to make these connections. Overall, the hippocampus is important for both the process of storing memories and accessing them later on.